Hi everybody and welcome back to Just a Girl and Her Knitting. My name is Heather and it is Monday, April 27th. Why do I struggle? I don't understand why I struggle so freaking hard. I guess because I try to get all creative and say things which I don't know why. Really don't. Anyways, let's try this again. Hi everybody, my name is Heather. Welcome back to Just a Girl and Her Knitting. It is Monday, April 27th. It's a very nice spring day out there. I am coming to you from Spokane Valley, Washington, where I live with my people, and you can find me on Instagram, Ravelry, and Etsy, and I will post all that information down below. I have a sock cranking service on Etsy where I crank sock tubes for people. I have a Erlbacher Gearhart Speedster sock knitting machine. I've had it for, I meant to look at my plate on my serial number. They all have serial numbers. But I'm pretty sure I got it in 2020. It was ordered May of 2023. I will have had it 3 years, but I didn't get it till September of 2023. But anyways, I crank sock tubes for people. I'm actually waiting on an order to come in now. Super excited to see what I get to crank. I know it's fingering weight yarn and a DK weight skein, which is pretty good, pretty fun, which I will then crank some sock tubes, some DK sock tubes for my husband, because usually if somebody orders a DK weight, I crank my yarn first to make sure my tension is correct. So when it comes to like my fingering weight, I don't know why I'm talking about this, going this involved, but anyways, here we are. When I crank fingering weight sock tubes on my 60, 64, or 72 stitch cylinder, I have a general idea. I have it marked, which is my sweet spot for a 75-25. I do have to adjust for an 80-20 or an 80-10-10, but overall it's all about the same. So if the sock yarn comes with labels, then I can figure it out because it'll tell me what it is. If it doesn't, then I have to do a little bit of like gauge swatching, where I put it on, crank it. If it's too tight, I take it off, tighten it, loosen it. Well, I don't take it off until I figure out the tension that I want exactly. So that's exciting. Hopefully it'll be here today and then I can get it combed up and then start cranking. So we'll see. But I guess let's just jump right on into the knitting and crocheting. I don't think I have anything finished. I'm looking. I have stuff around me. I guess technically, no, I don't even, anyways, let's just assume I don't have anything finished. So I finished my cotton yarn. So I guess let's just jump right on in to, I kind of finished, kind of not finished because there's still a lot of work, but we'll start with this project. This is in a project bag I sewed myself. So I do have a sewing machine and I do enjoy sewing. So I don't have it out now because it was in our basement, and then when the baby came, we had to take everything out to make room for her, because her bedroom now was my craft room and my office, so I worked from there. So her room is where all my crafting stuff was. So the majority of my crafting stuff is at my mother-in-law's house in their shop in giant bins. So anyways, we will start with my Ariana crocheted cardigan. I finally read the instructions and I am highly concerned because I don't know what I'm going to do. Actually, I kind of know what I'm going to do. Let me see if I have the pattern downloaded. I probably don't. Well, I let me pull it up while we're talking about it. It's by Amy Christoffers. I'm just going to pull it up and show it to you on my iPad. Maybe I gotta go down. Let's see, will that work? Oh, there we go, much better. It is Crocheted Granny Squares. They used a bunch of different colors in theirs. I opted for solid colors because I am using my leftover yarn from Yarnable over the last few years. Actually, it's mostly 2023 and 2024. Because like I said, I finally figured out it's 2024 that is going into my anthology throw that is still very much a whip that I will eventually pull out. I think once this is done. Or maybe this other project, we'll see. It's on my list. But these are the 3 that I worked on. I crocheted the yarns, or the squares. So there's these 3 little pretty colors. And also, I'll show you what crochet hook I'm using. I'm using my Tulip Atimo 3.75 millimeter. These are all DK weight squares. So I have 3 of this one. This one has that subtle speckles that I was talking about that I needed in my life. It's stunning. Then I have 3 of these blue ones right here. And they're all about 5.5 inches. And then here is this. So I decided I'm not going to do the half squares because I don't know how to do that. And after watching the schematic, or looking at the schematic of it, I really was unsure. I don't have the time to focus on being able to do that. But with that being said, here's 9. And here's all the rest of them. I have 62 crocheted granny squares. I needed 60 full ones and 18 small ones, but I measured, well, I put them together with light bulb stitch markers, and I need 4 from my shoulder down and 4 round to make a sleeve. So I will have extras and I can pick and choose. So, but what I need help with is I don't know how to crochet as you go, so that's going to be a whole nother learning curve. But I need to figure out what I'm going to use to put all of them together. So I have one option, which I just went ahead and I crocheted the outside. So here's one of my squares I'd already completed. This is a dark gray. This is a Woolies, a Lion Brand Woolies that I have in stash. It's Oxford gray. I knit a cardigan out of this. And these are leftovers. This is a heavier weight. So here it is with the Woolies in a dark gray, so it's a pretty dark gray. And I have about 3 balls of this. This is, how many yards is this? 197 yards. So I have 3 of these. And then I have this Loops and Thread Luxe Merino. It's a 55% superwash merino, 25% or 45% acrylic in a lighter gray. So I went ahead and I did the same thing. This one's more DK weight, so this is going to be a lot closer in weight. So these are my 2 that I have. If I have to go buy something, and this is almost a full ball, this is 410 yards, 5.3 ounces. So if I have to, I can go get new, but it makes it quite doing, so, or I guess do it this way. Doing the gray makes it a little bit bigger, but I don't know what color to go with. So this is like a bluey gray. This is a heathered gray. Or do I just go and pick out something else? A black, a white. I don't know. I need your help. I need your opinion. I don't know. I'm leaning more towards this, but I don't know. And then I have a million ends to weave in. So that's, the squares are finished, but we're starting the next aspect of it. So I need help deciding. That I don't know what to do about. I really don't know what to do. I don't know. So then my next project that I worked on this week, I didn't get very far last week, were my sock tubes, my Zauberball crazy sock tubes. So I have a toe on, it's finished. You can see it's still connected. So one toe is done. I put in the marker for where the heel's gonna go at 9.5 inches. This is the half of the tube. So the whole tube with the toes is 26 inches long. That's 13 inches. And then this is where the other heel is gonna go, right here. I somehow put my toes on weirdly. They weren't, the tube wasn't flat when I put my when I put my needles in. So it is what it is. But I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'll pick up and do the ribbing and the heels. I'm using a US 1.5. Oh, this was cranked on my circular sock knitting machine, but on the 60 stitch cylinder. I did crank it at a little bit looser of a gauge because it is a Zauberball, and it tends to be a little thicker. So here's my sock tube. So I'm gonna separate the tube and get started on cuffs. So there's that, and like I said, 1.5. I'm using my high sharps, which sometimes aren't the best ones because I stab myself with it. So then my next work in progress is a new cast on. So I'm trying to figure out if I am one of those tiny scarf type people. And I was watching Sunday Morning Knits the other day, and she was talking about her Saltus scarf, Saltus scarf. So it's a little scarf. You can knit it in fingering weight, DK, or Aran weight. There's 3 needle sizes, 2, 6, or 8. It's very straightforward, relatively easy, not super difficult or anything. But I was like, am I a tiny scarf person? Am I the type of person who would rather just knit a whole bunch of tiny little scarf shawl things for people to give as gifts? I'm not sure. So I thought, well, I'll give it a try. So what I'm using is Simplicity Spray by Haiku. It is a 55% merino superwash, 28% acrylic, 17% nylon. It was 200 grams, 456 yards. So I used to belong to Post Stitch. They would send you patterns, yarn, needles, everything you need to make a pattern in the mail every month. And they've since stopped doing that. But this is a yarn that I got from them. I have used half of it. I had 96 grams when I started this test knit. And this is going to like June, so I've got plenty of time. I made a Colorwork Sweater by Jennifer Steingass. I don't remember which one it is, but it's black and it has pink for the color work and then black for the body. But here I am. So I'm using my Chiagu red lace needles, my fixed circular needles. I'm knitting on a US 6 4.4 millimeter needle. I have little chickens on it for stoppers. I don't know where I got these, but I found them and I decided to use them. But here we are so far. So this yarn stripes. It starts out and then you can see a stripe here. But it's like a self-striping. It has long color repeats. But here we are so far. This is the hurdle stitch with like a faux I-cord on the sides. It's not a true I-cord, but you're slipping the side stitches to make a nice, neat edge. But here we are. This is how far I got so far. This has been switched to my walking or going on walks knitting. I messed up right there. I didn't notice it till I was right here. I'm not ripping it back. It's fine. But yeah, so here it is. It's one of those ones where you knit to a certain weight of yarn, then start decreasing. So we'll see. It's reversible. So it's the same front and back. So my stitch marker just lets me know which side is the right side. So the Saltus scarf by Sunday Morning Knits. It's been fun, very mindless, very easy. So hopefully I'll have that done. Hoping to have it done next week. I probably won't, but I'm gonna try. My next work in progress is the Duotone V-neck by Rachel Costello Knitwear. It's a test knit. This is what her sample looks like. It's an oversized, boxy, short sleeve tee. It's got a high-low hem. It's got I-cords. I hate I-cords. Despise I-cords. But this hasn't been bad so far. It's knitting. You start with the back and then you do the fronts and then you join it with an I-cord. So it's supposed to be knit with 2 lace weights held together. I couldn't find a lace weight, plus I got gauge, which is weird, with a Surrey and a regular yarn held together. I'm using Two Springs Fiber Arts in her colorway Blisses, her 75% baby Surrey alpaca, 25% lace, 5% silk. It's a lace weight. 50 grams is 460 yards. Then the other one I'm using is the colorway Moon, and it's a 75-25 superwash merino. It's got like 337 yards. So when I think when I visited with you guys last time, I was here. I accidentally took the wrong stitch marker out. So there's that. So anyways, I have completed the body. I've done the high-low hem. So I don't know if you can see. Well, I've done the front hem. So I did all the required rows for the front hem. And now I'm getting ready to work on the back hem. It has this faux I-cord running down the middle of it right here. I hope you can see. And then there's also one in the back that runs all the way down. But I am knitting the size 9. It finished bust circumference is 69.5, so this is a very size inclusive pattern. I did try it on once, and I thought, but I haven't tried it on since I finished the front, so I'm excited to see how that's going to turn out. But here we are so far. I alternated skeins until I ran out of, well, technically both. So once I joined in the round, I helically knitted until I officially ran out down here somewhere. And then I just went to one, which I have right here. My yarn cozy. So Bliss Moon. This yarn cozy was made on my circular stocking machine. This one was knit by hand. This is a Nitty Natty pattern. Sorry, I'm off the screen a little. Yeah, so I am enjoying this knit a lot. I'm enjoying it a lot, even if it is a big size. Oh, and the needles I'm using, my Chiavu red lace circulars, fixed circulars in a US 6, 4mm. The pattern called for a US size 7. When I knit it with the 7, I was not getting gauge, but I got it with the 6, and the fingering weight plus suri held together. So I'm not sure, but it's gonna be super cozy. I like the color. But here it is. It's boxy. It's oversized. And then once I finish the back hem, you bind off with an I-cord all the way around the bottom, and then you pick up your stitches for your neckline, which I still have my stitches on hold, and you pick up around your v-neck, I-cord that, and then you pick up your sleeves and I-cord that. No ribbing at all. So it's been fun. It's been a very mindless knit. It's been fairly fast. Like, I feel like it has been a very quick knit. So I got the pattern for this test knit. I got accepted, and I would receive the pattern Friday, March 13th. So I got it just before we were getting ready to leave to head down to Moscow for the Cabin Fever spin-in. I picked up yarn there, so on March 14th. And I have been knitting pretty regularly every night, and then on the weekends except for Friday nights, because for some reason I don't get time to knit as much. Friday's a little bit tougher of a night. I don't know what it is. So it's April 27th. So we're over a month, obviously. But I'm knitting a size 9. I usually knit a size 5, a 4 or 5. So it has a lot of stitches on the needles, but it's going really fast for me, and I'm really enjoying it. I was actually thinking the other day, I'm like, wonder what else I can knit this out of, this sweater. I would like to make another one. I don't know that I want to do it on lace weight. Not a suri or mohair, maybe a regular lace weight. But I'm really, really enjoying it. Oh, you can also knit it in just a fingering weight. I think I have enough yarn to do that, maybe. Of 1 or 2, maybe I have. I don't know. But anyways, I'm really enjoying it. I really want to make more. I think I should wait and see how it fits me to see if I want to do the same size or if I want to go down a size. But I really, truly am enjoying this knit. So I'm going to continue. I'm hoping tonight after work, maybe tonight after work I'll have time to work on it some more. We have some people coming to pick up bricks at 3:30. So maybe my mother-in-law's coming back over for that. She's gonna be here in case I'm not off work at 3:30, so she can help out with the baby and guide the people to where they need to pick up the bricks. So I'm hoping I can get some work, because I think that the I-cord's gonna take me some time. I hate I-cords. Whenever I see a pattern that says cast on X amount of stitches for an I-cord, I'm like, or cast on 3 stitches, begin I-cord for X amount of stitches. I'm not the biggest fan, but you never know. After this, I might enjoy it. I thought the sleeves were going to take me forever, or the shoulders were going to take me forever to do the cast on, or the bind off, because you bind off in an I-cord. It wasn't that difficult. And it didn't take me very long. It only took me like 20 minutes maybe. So maybe it won't be that bad. That's a lot of stitches around the waist, around the bottom. But we'll see. I'm looking to see if there's anything else that we need to talk about, or that I want to talk about. I'm still spinning on my alpaca when I get a chance to. I haven't had much of a chance to spin lately. I don't think we're going out to the lake for a little bit. We got an update. They poured concrete last week. It takes 7 to 10 days for it to cure. And then, but the house is taken apart. So once, my father-in-law said once it stops freezing, because we're still freezing a little bit, but once it stops freezing and once the house is physically at the property, then he would be comfortable with us going out. He didn't want us to go pull trailers out and then they bring the house in and have to maneuver around our trailers and our trailer and my in-laws trailer and the risk of hitting it and things like that. So he wants to wait until the house is physically at the property, not put together, but physically at the property, because once it gets out there, it will be pretty close to each other. It's going to be in its spot, but it won't be together. It's a double wide. And so once the concrete dries and they get their person, because like I said, they took it apart, they have it ready to go, they'll move in. And then once it's on the property, then we get to go out. We're hoping like May 15th-ish, that weekend. But it might be the following weekend. We might not be able to make it out there till Memorial Day weekend, but we're really hoping, we're crossing our fingers that we get to go soon. What else is going on? My birthday is in a week, I think. So today is the 27th. My birthday's in a week from Wednesday. So that will be fun. I don't know. I'm saying I'm old. We'll probably just go for dinner. Let's see. We are working on the house. Still working on the house. Working on the yard. We find like I said, we have people coming and getting bricks. We removed our chimney when we were getting a new roof. We took down our chimney all the way through the house to make room for downstairs when we were doing the basement, because it was in the middle of our house. And we saved all the bricks because originally I was going to make like a patio, a brick patio out of it. I just ran out of time and somebody makes it hard for me to do certain things like that. So we posted it on Facebook Marketplace, and the amount of people who were like, can I come get them now? Oh, I want 100. Oh, I want 200. Okay, we'll come get some. We've had 4 different people come. We had one person the first day they came up. They only needed like 20. Another group of people came and got 120. A lady came yesterday afternoon as well and got 100 or so. Then she messaged my mother-in-law this morning, because my mother-in-law's the one that put them on Facebook, because I don't got time for that, not with working and everything. She messaged her first thing this morning and was like, hey, I need 100 more. Can I come get more? And my mother-in-law's like, absolutely, come before noon. I'll meet you at the house, because I'm working. And so she came, got another 100, and then we have somebody coming at 3:30, and they said they're taking all of the rest of them that are left. I don't think they realize how many there are. We're talking, there were thousands of bricks, and the people just keep coming, and it doesn't look like there's a dent at all. So we'll see. We'll see how many they come and get. But she said that, my mother-in-law said that at 5 a.m. this morning, people were messaging her, hey, are they still available? Do you still have some? I'll come get some right now. She's like, y'all, be patient. So we are hoping that they will be gone today. If not, more people are coming to get bricks. Who would have thought? Well, I know you can buy bricks for like $1 to $1.50 at Lowe's. And ours are free. They still have mortar. mortar. Is that what they put, that gray stuff that holds the bricks together? Mortar? We're going to call it mortar. Still has some of that on there. Most of it is broken off after the few years of it being outside from, you know, the weather. But the amount of people who are like, I'll take them. I'll take everything you have. I need 100. I need this. I need that. Okay. Here's my address. Just come get them. You have to haul them and you have to load them. I'm not doing anything but giving you the address and being here. So I was telling my mother-in-law today, I was like, you know, the people with the bricks is like how we were with those play structures. So baby is at the point where she likes to play and climb and slide and things. And my other two kids are 22 and 20. We don't have baby toys. I had them when they were little, of course, but we don't have them now. And so I was like, oh, well, we need a climbing structure, something for her to play with outside. And so I was talking to my husband. My husband's like, yeah, we'll get her some stuff, but we need two pretty much of everything, because we need one from home and we need one for the lake. And Facebook Marketplace is a great place for that because you can get them used. She'll use it, it'll be out in the sun, fine. And every time I send one to my mother-in-law or she sees it, she messages this person immediately and they're like, oh, it's already gone. It's already gone. So we finally got one. It's huge. It involved our trailer to go get it. We have a dump trailer. It pulled up when my in-laws pulled up with it. I looked at my husband and said, what did you buy? He's like, I didn't buy it. You bought it. What did you buy? And I'm like, well, technically your mom bought it, but it's great. The baby has had a blast. She's played on it ever since we got it on Saturday for hours. She just goes up and down and crossed, and it has a bridge, and it just, she's having a blast. So, but I was telling my mom, I'm like, it's like us with those play cubes. She's like, I know, and we still need another play cube for the lake, and I'm like, I know. So it's just been funny. It's funny how people, like, that's something that people want, and I get it. They're expensive. Some people are using them for a compost tower. One person was making a compost tower out of them. Another person is doing a whole patio with them. They've gone around the whole area digging bricks out of dirt fields. So I understand, and they're free. You just have to move them, and there's some work involved. But man alive, those bricks. Holy cow. But yeah, I think I talked enough about my bricks. So I think I'm going to leave you with that. I'm hoping to have my sweater shirt finished. I'm calling everything a sweater shirt now. My duotone V-neck finished by next week. And I need a decision on my squares. I don't know what to do with that. I really don't. Help me out. Put it in the comments. Let me know. And then my little test knit sweater, or not sweater, scarf thing that I'm making. We'll see. Alright guys, well I hope you have a great day, a great weekend. Enjoy all of your crafting and all that, you know, whatever brings you joy. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, and thank you. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I'm a little weird. Not all fancy like some of those others, but thank you. I appreciate you guys coming to see me and seeing what I knit, because I like to watch podcasts to see what other people knit, and then I get ideas and inspiration. And I just like to have people to watch. So thank you guys. Bye.